That brings my grand total to
Janelle, the world's her stage. Bumps, moves daily, turn the page. Creativity flows, can't you tell? This is the world of Keisha Janelle.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how much I've earned in my small business during quarter one of 2025. Also, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my income breakdown for each month, so January, February, and March of 2025, plus lessons that I've learned. Let's get into the video. Alright guys, so first things first, I thought that I would mention, if you don't know already, what business I run. I run a cosmetic business called 9inetySeven Cosmetics. Also, I've shared my business story right here on YouTube. If you guys haven't checked out that video, be sure to go check that out. Basically just talk about how I got started with 9inetySeven Cosmetics, what led me up to that point, and what made me get started. The trials and tribulations are very real. 9inetySeven Cosmetics is my baby, my brand. I launched it February of 2024, so I've been in business a little over a year now, and it is my passion. It is everything. Things did start off super slow in the beginning, but that's fine because they're gradually picking up, and although I do have like slower weeks, slower months, I know consistency is key and my time is coming. Alright, so I think the most important thing to mention, this is my website here. I just revamped it over a month ago. It needed to be revamped, like it really needed to be. It's very simple, user-friendly, and straight to the point. So I would like to point out that the sales channels that I sell on, I only sell on two: TikTok Shop and Shopify. Those are my two sales channels. My Shopify is linked on Instagram, and it's linked on TikTok. It's linked here on YouTube. But the only two platforms that I sell through are TikTok Shop and my own website, Shopify. So I feel like I'm rambling a bit, and I know you guys just want to get into the numbers, because as a small business owner, I'm always so intrigued to know, like, how do people generate sales? Where are their sales coming from? How much are they making in their small business? I'm nosy. So I decided to make this video because I know there are people out there with questions, and you know, they could be discouraged and things like that. I know I was for a while, but you can't compare your numbers to other people, but it is very interesting to see, you know, what everybody's making. So this is the question that I know everybody is gonna be asking, is how much money did I generate for quarter one? I generated 147 orders, which for my small business, that is a lot. That is a lot. My total amount of money that I generated was $2,158 on TikTok Shop. On Shopify, I generated 15 orders during quarter one, that is January through March, and I generated $417.96 in sales on Shopify. So that brings my grand total to, on both platforms, TikTok Shop and Shopify, that brings my grand total to $2,576.50 for quarter one. To a lot of people, they're like, that's $2,500, like, big whoop. And of course, that's with like a lot of losses. Advertisement, sending products to influencers, that's not cheap. Me generating that amount in quarter one, I have a goal to double that in quarter two. April, May, and June, I have no time to waste. April is pretty much almost over. It is currently April 14th, so we're halfway through the month. So I do have things in place that I need to be doing to be able to double that number. I hope by sharing this with you guys, you understand it's not an easy journey. You're gonna have trials and tribulations, and just not to compare your numbers and where you're at with the next business, because you guys could be doing better than I'm doing. You could be doing worse than what I'm doing. But the important thing is consistency and putting your brand out there and promoting it. People will gradually start to see it and support. Now, like I was saying before, there are expenses and things like that that you have to take into consideration. My expenses consistent of restocking my products. I actually sold out for the very first time on one of my lip glosses, and I had to restock that. So to restock that lip gloss alone, you have to take in consideration, you have to buy packaging and things like that. The tissue paper, the poly mailers, all of that you have to constantly restock. I actually ran out of, well, I'm running out of business cards. I like to include business cards in all of my orders. If you spend over $25, you will get a thank you card with a 15% off discount code on the back for your next purchase. Some of my biggest challenges I would say that I faced, especially on TikTok Shop, is their return policy. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you guys. If you're looking to sell on TikTok Shop, just know that their return policy is the craziest thing. On my Shopify website, I can control my return policy and things like that. Naturally, cosmetics should not be returned. That is not the case on TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop allows people to return cosmetics, and sometimes they don't return them. They will send back an empty package. They will send back anything, trash. Someone literally stuffed. I'll show you guys me opening the package. This was a return that I recently got. She returned a package and literally just stuffed like my business card and like the tissue paper inside the box and kept the lip gloss. But this is TikTok Shop's policy. They do allow it. Now, hopefully if this happens enough TikTok Shop sellers on TikTok, they'll end up changing their policy. But returning cosmetics is disgusting. I can't resell it. I can't, reuse it or anything like that. That's unsanitary because I don't know if the person tested it out on their hand, on their lip or whatever, and it's like, I don't like the color, and then sends it back. That's a problem for me. So I have to dispose of anything that they do send back, if they send it back. But that's TikTok Shop's policy. On my Shopify website, if the person doesn't like the color or blase, no return, no refund. You can't get your money back for a product that you thought you were gonna like the color, but you ended up not liking it. And you try it on your lips and now you want your money back. That's insane to me that people think that they can do that. So if you are a small business owner, just be wary of things like that. You would think that, I'm having all these issues on TikTok Shop. Why am I selling on there? Well, TikTok Shop also generated me the most sales. TikTok Shop has its perks, but it also has like some kinks that they need to work out. All right, what's coming in Q2? I would say a lot more content on TikTok, Instagram. I'm really having to try to prioritize Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. This YouTube channel is for my business content. It's for everything. It's for business, my lifestyle content, my vlogs, everything. So I do want to start posting a little bit more about my business on this YouTube channel. So this is just one of the videos that I have planned for Q2. I just need to 10x things. I want to start working with more creators. TikTok Shop, they have their sample requests. So you can set, up sample requests for your small business if you like to work with TikTok Shop creators. They are able to request a sample. Now, what you're gonna see is a long list of TikTok Shop affiliates that are requesting different products of yours. And it's gonna show you their followers, their estimated post rate, their sales volume, of like how many sales they've generated before, and their average views per video. It's gonna show you all of that on here, and then their follower count and the product that they are requesting. So it's very important that when you're going through here, you're not looking at followers. I would just say Like, get that out of your mind. Do not look at the followers. Look at the quality of their content. Look at their posting rate, because you don't want someone that's posting once a month. You want them to have higher engagement, and sometimes that's not always the one with 500,000 followers, you know? So I have a few here that have like 1,000 followers, 4,000 followers, 2,000 followers, 12,000 followers, 10,000 followers. So, you know, it just all depends, because like I said before, there has been a few people, not naming any names, that have not made content for me when I've sent them a product. I know this video was very short, but I wanted to be as direct as possible, straight to the point. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment below if you want to how much your small business has generated in Q1, because I'd love to know if you're comfortable with it. I know not everyone's comfortable with sharing that information. I am, so only comment if you're comfortable, because I would love to know. And comment what your small business is, because I love to support. Small businesses gotta stick together, okay? Small business unite. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Comment below any questions you may have, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
So subscribe, tune in and come along. Keisha Janelle, where you belong. Energy unmatched, she's breaking the spell. Welcome to the world of Keisha Janelle.